Sorry about that, I lost the battery there. Make sure we're on. Alright. I think what I was showing you is the difference in these springs is this. They're the same height, the same diameter. This one looks like it has more coils, so it probably has more. And this one shows to be 35 thousandths wire size, and I think those are 30 thousandths. I measured those the other day. Here is the dimension. I don't know how well you can focus on that, but it says 3/8 by 1 3/4. I measured these to be around 1.8, so that's real close to the same. This one, the part number on these, I got these from Ace Hardware, and all it said was SP9725. I can't see what that says, but it looks like MLPCI, maybe the brand. Anyway, that's what I come up with. I think they're 1.8 in height, 3/8 in OD, and the wire size is 30 to 35 thousandths. I don't know what the pressure is, but I can tell that. Let me feel. There's not that much difference in the, but I bet these are a little bit stronger. I got these adjusted to where there is some movement there, but I don't think it helped that much. I may need to machine something, or maybe we ought to machine a bushing to go around that spring to keep this wiggling, and this may not even be causing any problems. I don't know, but it can still move. I adjusted them down to where I think it's about as far as I can go with, and still get my movement, so when that touches off it can move. So I don't know, that's just something I'm working on today, and there's some other issues with this that I'd like to work on, and I'm thinking hard about, I want to go to a pro type machine next, I think, because if I get the work to do it, there's a lot of the control features with this that to me feel a little cheap. Maybe it locks up on me a lot, and I mean, it's not that bad. It's just takes some getting used to. That I know that the TrueCut has a pro line of machines that I think they started about $50,000, so they're pretty serious, and there may be some more options out there for me. I don't know. I'd like to be about a 6x12 machine probably in the future. This is a 4x8, so anyway, that's all I was looking at right now. So thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. All right, how you kids doing today? I'm still on my holiday break, so I'm tinkering things around here in the shop. Things I rarely ever have time to do, but I've been getting some sawtooth cut in some of my work that I'm not, and I'm actually kind of embarrassed by it a lot of times because I'm a little bit of a perfectionist. Trying to make sure the microphone is on. So some of the things I've just noticed, I have all the air off of this so I can move it around. Let's just look at a few things. I'm not knocking TrueCut. I've been talking to Cindy a little bit about this earlier. I am not knocking TrueCut for anything. This is a machine that I'm pleased with, and I'm pleased with Ross and Cindy. Been very good to me and everyone else. But I'm the type that likes to make something that's good even better. So that's really all I'm doing here. And as far as some of the little sawtooth cuts that I see in some of my metal artwork, seems to be more on the insides, going slow, or on some finer details. You see a whole lot of, some pieces have a whole lot of little sawtooth cut. And I know a lot of that is sometimes is in the drawing or in the font that you use, and I understand that. But I do see a little bit of stuff here that I think I can make a little better. I've only had this for 3 months, so I haven't actually had time to do a lot of this. I'm gonna lift this up just a little. Don't know how well you can see any of this. These little V-rails, I guess you call them here, I don't know, I think they would be better if they were a little bit thicker, but that might not make any difference. I'm just looking for things, that's all. But you got one on top and bottom, and you have rollers that, this, I'll just show you. See how that's, right there it's getting tight. And then it gets kind of loose, it's tight, it's pretty tight along there. It's not free, it's getting tight right there. But there's one place I can see a little bend in this, and I don't know if that wave is in the rail or in this little lap material that it's bolted to here. I would think it probably is in the rail actually, the more I think about it, because that thin material is gonna bend easier than that, but I don't know that for sure. This V-rail appears to be, I don't know exactly, but somewhere around 3/16 thick. I'm sure it's a metric value, but I don't know. But see, it's fairly good there. Now it gets tight again. There's another little bend in it there. And it's really tight there. It's way tighter. It's tight all the way along here. All of this, it's got several waves in it. And I don't know, I know the top has some, and I imagine the bottom may too. The only place that it feels very good at all is probably about right, maybe 6 inches or so in the middle. Well, maybe about a foot. And right around here is fairly decent. And yeah, it's really tight there. All the way to the end. It's got 2 or 3 spots in there. So I know that's not exactly right. And I don't know if those are slotted where you can, maybe you can take a dial indicator. I bet you there's some waves. I've got this straight edge. I don't have any really good straight edges, but I went and put this on my mill table, and I know it's dead on, and this looks real straight on it. I forgot to get my glasses, but just for instance, see, you can rock this thing around a lot, so it's definitely got some waves in it. I can even see there's an extra screw in there, like, well, that's for that limit switch deal. I thought maybe somebody tried to pull it. But there's definitely some waves going on here, which may not be that big a deal. I don't know much about this stuff, but you know, it's not, there's something going on here. I haven't even checked the bottom, and it might even be worse. I don't know. And yeah, you can adjust these rollers a little bit, and I have adjusted on these a little. Oh, one thing I found is like where it's tight, right there. You know, there's some places like right there you don't get any wiggle out of it, but you get to a spot here where there's quite a bit of wiggle. And this, right there's a lot of slack. It's tight right here, there's still some slack there. And it gets tight here where you can't wiggle it. But in the places where it actually kind of rolls good, there's a good bit of slack in that. You can move it all around. And I know we're probably not talking 10 thousandths of play, I don't know, but there is some stuff that, and also I've been working with this. See how much slack this thing is? I put some heavier springs in here. And I adjusted them about as tight as I think I ought to where it can still move a little bit for your crash sensing and for when it touches off on the plate. I think it can still move. I moved it a little tighter and it didn't have much movement there, so I backed it off. But this, sometimes it feels fairly snug, sometimes it's just quite a bit of play. I don't know if maybe I could make a bushing, go around that spring and not restrict this movement, but make sure when it's doing some quick movements, it's not sitting here shaking around. that could make your cut a little bit goofy. This may not be that big deal. I'm just looking for things that might be causing that. Another thing, see how close I can get you in on this part. I think really, I haven't seen any more of these machines. They might not have this one bolted in the right place, I don't know. But see how close these two brackets are right here? I've seen when this touches off, this thing flexes around a lot, like that. So it's, the reason for that, I would think, is these brackets should be as far apart from each other as they could be. And then this would hold them still, the same way on the other side. There's quite a bit of flex going on here. And even when that touches down on the plate, I've seen that thing just kind of kick around a little bit. Again, it might not be that important, but it's some little things to maybe make it a little better. I think it would be as simple as that's just going to be sliding up and down that extruded aluminum. In the future, I'm thinking about putting a lot bigger mount. I saw one listed somewhere that was a aluminum built out of, somebody out of Canada builds them. He's called Newbie something on eBay, and I don't know how well. His are about $300 for, I think it would bolt right into here. And it has a motor for a NEMA 23 mount. But he said you could get a 34. I don't know what this one is, and I don't have my glasses on. But, you know, if I could just bolt that same motor up and maybe Ross, I don't know if he'd want me messing with this or not, but help me calibrate the motor. I think it has a little bigger, heavier duty lead screw on it. I don't know. I may look into doing that in the future. I don't know if it's necessary, but in case I ever wanted to mount maybe a router or an engraver or something, or even a torch mount, oxy-acetylene torch in here in the future. I'm thinking about upgrading this machine probably, if I get enough work in a year or so, to maybe more of a pro machine anyway, a 6x12, at least a 5x10, maybe 6x12, but I still want to keep this one for smaller work. I really like this machine. So anyway, just making it a little better. I don't want to take this apart too much right now because I got some things I need to do, but I think if nothing else, I could move these around and might take this off. I'm not sure. And just see if there's anything to do about this, or if I could buy some new rails that are good. I don't know if these holes, if they're lined up, if I have to drill this may be hardened material that I'm not sure how you would drill that. So that may be a trick to, or if Ross would just sell me some that is really good or something, I might put it on there. I don't know. I can probably put a dial indicator on here and find this. You know, I could probably see how much that's moving. I'm not sure that's worth messing with. I mean, we can see that it's tight in some areas and loose in others, so that's obviously got a little wave in this. Either it's this way or that way or both. I'm seeing a couple places down this way, and it's hard to see in pictures and camera. I took pictures and I couldn't see really in the picture, but you know, you can find it by going like, see, that's getting tight right there. So that spot, let's see if we can move the camera down here. I doubt you can see that very well, but right around here, I wish I'd have grabbed my glasses. It's getting tight right there, pretty snug. So I don't know if you can see down that line right there. I saw that it's pulled this little sheet metal in right here. This is made out of, I don't know what, it appears to be about a 14 gauge. It may be something like 12 gauge or something right there. And then see, it starts getting tight again there and there. There's at least 3 places. And I don't know which roller's grabbing. And then the fact that this has quite a bit of movement in some areas, and then there's some, see right there it gets tight. So there's some waving going on that might affect the cut a little bit, you know, as that's moving on a big cut. It may not be enough to matter, I don't know. I just like things to be as good as they can be. Leave the mistakes to me, not the machine, because I make plenty of them. So anyway, let's back up the camera here, and I'll show you on the, I know I'm moving the camera a lot, but I'm trying to show the best I can here. The movement on the X seems real smooth, see? Not much effort at all, it moves real free. Don't see nothing, it doesn't get tight anywhere. Of course, that's got a lot more area that can float around a little better on that, I guess, but it's pretty free there. It's just the Y that has some really tight spots, and you know, I haven't checked, but well, the gear's not engaged, so I could pick this up. That wouldn't help anything. But all this other extra movement, I watch this when it's touching off on cuts, and I just see things flexing around and moving around, and I just could see there's not a lot of rigidity there that could possibly be improved. Just because I like doing that kind of stuff. But yeah, it cuts decent. I just want to fix some of the sawtooth cut that I'm getting out of it. And I think this is the first thing I was noticing is how much this rattles around. And I bet you when this is making some quick cuts, there's probably some movement going on there. That looks like that'd be kind of hard to fix that. I don't know. I've adjusted these a little tighter. I don't want to get them too crazy where they won't move as much. See, I don't know if that's coming off the contact. I think it is. I think it's coming off the contacts. I can see it doing it, but I don't want to get too snug with that. We'll have trouble. So. I don't know. Anyway, that's really all I was going to show for the moment. I think the easiest thing I can do is move these mounts. And there's a hole there, but I don't think it lines up with that. So it's possible I have to come up here and maybe just drill a hole and put those as far away from each other as I can. And maybe there's a reason they put them that way. I don't really think so. Because that just, I'm pretty sure this part would be more rigid if that wasn't like that. And if it's not, you could probably put a stiffener behind it. But that's probably not enough movement to make a whole lot of difference. I just thought that might help something. But anyway, I don't want to waste any more of your time. That's 15 minutes worth. Appreciate you watching this. We'll see you next time.